As you can see, this is the video of us leaving that bluff and beach on the 4th or 5th day, whichever day it was, and immediately we hit the road and the view was very scenic. As you can tell, we've officially entered the Cabot Trail. The views here were just incredible. One of the other members, Kyle, who's in the Tan ZR2, was saying that honestly, these views are comparable, if not better, than the ones that he saw when he went to BC. So if that says anything, it's definitely beautiful, gorgeous. You got to see it in person, and I hope just by making this video you guys will be wanting to go see these views as well. So we had a couple options to get to the end of the Cabot Trail. One was just to follow the Cabot Trail, which was, I think, another 2 or 3 hours of driving windy roads, which was gorgeous. Or we could have opted for this route, which was take a 15-minute, not even 15 minutes, I'd say it's probably like a 5-minute ferry ride, cross this strait onto a sandbar, and it skips a good portion of the trip, yes, but you still get an amazing view on this side. And we still had an amazing view coming down and out the other side of the Cabot Trail. We were actually heading to Meat Cove today, on this day, to camp, but when we got there, we found out, unfortunately, that the people we talked to had it wrong. You can't camp at Meat Cove, so if anybody's watching this and is listening, do not camp at Meat Cove. You will be met with locals who are not happy about that. So instead, we decided to get down here and set up for a little bit of a lunch. We did take a couple photos while we were out on the beach before we turned back and parked in the parking area. But yeah, we just sat and had a lunch together, and we discussed the storm that was heading in, and we figured it probably wasn't a good idea to stay that low close to the water during a storm. So we ended up heading to this next spot, which was a cliff, and as you can tell, look at the view of that sunset. I don't know about you guys, do you prefer sunsets or sunrises? I prefer sunsets, and this one was pretty spectacular. So we ended up staying here. Somebody was out on the actual cliff face themselves, but they allowed us to come out and take a few videos, and they were very cool. And we didn't do much partying that night. We went to bed early because the next day was hell. This is about the only footage we had of the next day because we got soaked from the storm that had come in. So we decided to take this day as a day of rest, and we didn't get much footage. We just did our laundry, did some grocery shopping, and headed to the next site for 2 remaining days.